Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, May 15th, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We're going to start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see that the futures are trading lower by 2.5 points at the moment, right to around 1645 and a quarter. There looks like there was some news that just released about a minute ago. U.S. Producer Price Index. Looks like it was down 0.7% in the month of April. The markets really don't even care about this stuff anymore. This news really is kind of a non-event in my opinion. Although the markets are selling off just a touch here, really has nothing to do with the Producer Price Index. Yesterday there was a sizable rally to the upside. Markets did rally really right into the closing bell. The S&P 500 index finished up another 16.5 points yesterday, and that really is the story. So today, getting a little bit of a retrace, a little bit of a pullback. We may be in for a little bit more of a subdued trading session. Today is the Wednesday before the monthly options expiration, which is this coming Friday. Usually the Wednesday before options expiration is a very volatile trading session. Markets can go up or down. The institutions kind of know where they want to put stocks or move them. They can read the imbalances in the options, and they can see how many contracts are long or short and who's holding them, the weak hands or the strong hands, meaning the retail investor or the institutional investor. So there'll be some volatility today. Watch for that. Also be on guard for a lot of upgrades and downgrades that are really a lot of BS, so to speak. You'll get that during options expiration. You'll also get a lot of rumors about different things. So always be on guard. Options expiration is this Friday. So far, the markets have held up very, very well when you look at the major indexes. But the individual names, some names are going down, some names are going up. So you got to watch the individual names because that's where the action will be as far as options expiration is concerned. So again, not going to take this U.S. Producer Price Index too seriously, but the markets are pulling back a little bit now, down about 3 points on the day. We do want to talk about the U.S. Dollar Index, which is making a pretty robust move today, trading above $84, hit a high of $84.22, I believe, and now you can see it's pulling back right into the $84 level. The dollar looks a little bit extended here. Dollar may need to stall out a little bit. If the dollar does pull back, and it is already coming in off of the highs a little bit, I know that doesn't look like a lot, but 25 cents off the pivot high this morning is a lot of meat and potatoes. That could help push up oil, gold, and also copper and base metal related stocks. So keep that on the radar as well. I think that's going to be very, very important as well today. A few other things to go over. It looks like some economic data came out of the Eurozone. It looks like the GDP fell or declined, I think, 0.2% from the previous quarter. I think this is the 6th or 7th straight quarterly decline. And it, there is a confirmed recession going on in Europe. So I don't know if we can make too much out of it, but nonetheless, I don't think the market really even cares about it too much. Europe today is basically flat to slightly higher. The German DAX is flat. Milan is up. Italy is up about 0.5%. The FTSE MIB, the IBEX 35, which is Spain, is up 1.1%. So again, the markets don't care about GDP or anything like that. They just care about, is there money printing? Is there a lot of easy money policy being implemented into the stock market? And the answer is yes. And that's really what the market cares about. They care less about gross domestic product. They care less about jobs. They don't care about anything like that. How much money is going into the stock market that is being printed? That's really what it comes down to. So again, Europe, basically flat to higher today. The German DAX, which is the most important index, is flat over there. FTSE 100, which is England, they can print their own money, only up 0.1%, but nonetheless another flat market. Now last night in Asia, that's where the real story is. The Nikkei 225 breaking out to new 52-week highs above the 15,000 level. I mean, this has surpassed my wildest dreams without a pullback. Up another 2.3% last night to 15,096 on the Nikkei 225 index. That's just an astonishing move. All on the back of a weaker yen. and that's why you see the U.S. dollar index being so strong. The dollar's getting a double punch with a weak euro and a weak yen, and the dollar has no choice but to rise against it. Also, I believe the Bombay Sensex index, which is India, that was also up pretty sharply last night, up about 2.5%. So traders today can watch for Indian ADRs to move higher, especially if the U.S. markets are strong. So if the U.S. markets are strong, I think the Indian ADRs could be in play. You got stocks like Tata Motors. You got the IFN, which is the India Fund. You also have, and you can see that's already up, but it is starting to fade a little bit. You also have stocks like Infosys. But again, these stocks will react best if the U.S. markets are strong. If the U.S. markets are weak, they may not get a good reaction. I think another one is WIT, which is Wipro. So a lot of Indian ADRs, they could be in play today. You want to keep your eye on that. Right now, you have to watch the U.S. market. If the U.S. market is strong, Indian ADRs are a likely candidate to go higher. I would not look at the Japanese market so much, simply because these stocks are so overbought and extended. Doesn't mean they can't go higher, but the Japanese ADRs have already been, on a monster move lately, and you don't want to chase something all the way up at the highs, because if a reversal happens, it could turn out to be pretty ugly pretty quickly. But that's what we're looking at in Asia. The Indian Sensex pretty strong, Nikkei 225. The Shanghai last night was only up 0.3%. Hang Seng just up 0.5%, and the Singapore market, I believe, just up 0.25%. So no real damage there, but nonetheless, it is what it is. And watch the Indian ADRs today; they could be in play. All right, let's take a look at a few other things out here. Looks like Deere was the big stock that reported earnings today. Right now, you could see Deere trading down a little bit. Yesterday, the stock closed at $93.77. It is overbought on the chart, so I suspect Deere will trade down today. Right now at $90.21, nothing terrible. I will have some levels for you at 9 o'clock for Deere. So anybody wants to come over to the chat room, come on over. At 9 a.m. I will post up some scalp levels for Deere on this gap play. We have a couple of other gap plays out there, but nothing earth-shattering right now. But Deere is the big name that reported earnings today. I believe Macy's may have reported as well. Yeah, and you can see that's really very, very choppy. It's been all over the map at the moment. But we'll have a few gap plays for you this morning, and I'll post those up around 9 o'clock. As far as economic data goes, today is a Wednesday. I believe we will have oil inventory numbers around 10:30 this morning, so traders should watch for that. I don't know if it's going to be a big market mover by any stretch. Also, I believe the NAHB housing market index for May and industrial production for April are going to be reported at 10 a.m. So we'll have to watch for that. And that's pretty much it for the day as far as economic data goes. We'll see how this market plays out. But right now, futures are down about 3 points, which is common after yesterday's big rally. Nonetheless, I think traders still want to be a little bit cautious here, a little bit guarded. There are many stocks now trading up into resistance. So we'll see how this all shakes out as the day unfolds. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and I'll see you all on the charts. Take care, everyone.